And we are live. Oh, and I'm not centered, but guess what? How do I get centered? Okay, hold on. Centering. Okay, now we're live. Queuing up the theme song. So funny. Here we go. Queuing up the theme song. Keep your ears open for this one. Spirituality. Got a question for RLM? Spirituality. It's time to get some answers, baby. Spirituality. Oh, now we get real. Get real. Spirituality. It's time to get down. Really. One of these days, I'm going to have a producer, a director, and somebody to do everything come on. I'm waiting for my team. Welcome to Reality Spirituality. I'm your host, global happiness specialist, author, speaker, fitness instructor, mother. Rebecca L. Norrington, happiness specialist. Who the hell does she think she is? Happiness. Well, let me just share really quickly. This is the third day. I've just got back into town last night late, but 1:30 in the morning. Anyway, I am fired up. Happiness is a practice skill, but the question is, what do you practice? What do you practice? Well, you practice letting go of 56. That's right. I said 56 program behaviors. That's a lot. And there's different levels to those behaviors. Level 1, level 2, level 3. Woo! Over the weekend, I was interviewed on Natasha Graziano's podcast. Natasha Graziano, just Google her. She's got millions of followers. And it was really an interesting moment in time for me, which made it even more clear that these people, these civilians, that means you, these civilians, if you are interested, if you value happiness, contentment, peace, anyone can achieve it with practice, just like anything else, from being a speaker, an athlete, a musician. It is a practice skill. But the problem is that the masses don't value contentment. No, the value is doing and accomplishing. No, there are no issues accomplishing and doing and achieving and racking up awards and collecting money or followers. Nothing wrong with that, but that has nothing to do with the level of happiness or contentment that you have. Let me say this, that when I say happiness, it's about a personal energy of peace, contentment, balance, calm, regardless of what the world is throwing at you, regardless of what happens. So let me ask you these questions. Can other people hurt your feelings? Can other people offend you? Can other people disappoint you? Do you blame other people for how you feel? Do you blame your circumstances for how you feel? If you answered yes to any of those questions, guess what? You're at the right place. You're watching the right show. And it's the good news is all of your challenges, all of your problems, all of the ups and downs, the responsibility to keep your energy, to keep your personal energy peaceful and feeling content and have a vibration of satisfaction is yours, not anyone else's. And that's why relying on anything external is going to keep you here, up, down, up, down. In fact, one of the things that Natasha, I asked her, I said, so it's possible to have a good day and a bad day? And she says, yes. Well, that's not the truth. There's no such thing as a good day or a bad day. It's just a day without a judgment. Life is an experience without judgment. However, nobody teaches that, nobody shares that, and the programming is the problem, is the reason for the suffering. Today, really, this is, and this, I've talked about this topic many times, but this is a really, really deep-rooted program, and that is having expectations. Having expectations is a programmed behavior. You didn't pop out of the womb having expectations. Well, I expect someone to text me back. I expect somebody to call me if I call them. I expect all expectations without any exceptions. And that means expectations about self, expectations about the life that you want to live, expectations of how something is supposed to I don't want to say evolve, is supposed to unfold. Nothing. I'm in Vegas and I had to drive to, it's West Hollywood, California. And it was funny because I drove in the same day as the interview. That was a 5-hour drive, and I hadn't been in West Hollywood in years. You pass Hollywood Bowl. I graduated. The graduation ceremony that I had was Hollywood Bowl, Mulholland Drive. What else? The Magic Castle. Oh, hi, Hummingbird. The Magic Castle. What else did I see that was bringing Forest Lawn Mortuary, the real famous one where Marilyn Monroe is buried. It was just Universal Studios. It was just a lot of going back in time, decades, because I'm 70 years old. Don't tell anyone. Going back decades, just having that. I remember when all of this town was familiar. I get to the studio and I am supposed to, my call time is 1:45 in the afternoon. And for some reason, I couldn't find the studio, found it, but no one was in the lobby. Bottom line is, even though I think it was a week scheduled in advance, drove 5.5 hours to the studio, even though all of that was planned, arranged, I had zero expectations of that interview happening. Did I say zero? I meant zero, Z-E-R-O. And that is because of the practice. When you expect nothing and you are able to ride the wave of life, you will be happier. I mean, expect nothing. No, expect the sun calling, no, expect the neighbors knocking, no expectations on whether, where's the book? Hold on. No expectations of the book going to the #1 New York status, which who knows is going to happen. No expectations of people following me, even if I've been introduced. It doesn't matter. All expectations, #1, are program. It's a program to have expectations. And #2, without exception, if you want to eliminate disappointment and heartbreak from your life for the rest of your life, guess what? Eliminate having expectations. And what happens is, what I hear 100% of the time from civilians, that's you. When 100% of the time civilians say, well, that's hard. This is the feedback all the time. That's hard. Not having any expectations, but practice starting with very, very small steps. Very, very small steps. And I get it when you're in business and you're texting back and forth to your assistant or your PR person or the person that you are collaborating with, you do expect them to respond. Of course. But I promise at 1:45, at 1:50, when I was calling and there was no answer, and when I was texting and there was no response, I said, well, the interview may not happen. And my energy level, my personal energy level remained the same. It's kind of like what you see in the movies when somebody dies and they go, "Eh." That's it. The practice is to keep that energy level right here, not allowing, practicing not allowing anything that happens or anything that doesn't happen to affect your energy. The circumstance will evolve. Circumstances will evolve. Your life will still unfold. But to have an expectation of how you, when I say you, I mean your mind, how the mind wants it to look is just going to subtract from your happiness. Simple. It's 1 + 1 = 2. Having expectations will subtract from your peace, your happiness, your vibration. How do you practice not having expectations, Rebecca? That sounds crazy. I don't know if well, listen, if you value, if you think, if you prioritize this thing called happiness, you will do what is necessary to achieve it, to maintain peace, to maintain a sense of calm and trust and knowing. The expectations are big. And in fact, so big that I bring this topic up a lot. The 5 most common regrets of the dying. People are dying, 5 days left, week left, month left. People are dying and they have an expectation, not they have an expectation, but one of the things that they regret was not having, I wish I had more money. I wish I had more relationships. I wish I fell in love more times. I wish that I had millions of dollars. Not one of those things are on the list. Knowing that you are dying and you could care less about a relationship, money. No, it's having an expectation of self and having expectation of others. Where is the list? Expecting a life to turn out. See, listen, let me back up a little bit. Life is going to happen. And your life is going to evolve the way it is supposed to. There is nothing you can do about it. I know, free will. No, I'm making this shit happen. You can't stop the universe. You can't speed it up. You can't slow it down. You cannot force it to happen, just like in nature. In nature, the birds are going to migrate. The animals are going to hunt. The animals are going to mate. Did I say migrate? Yes, I did. Observing the animal kingdom, it's just like us. But the thoughts that, yes, I made this decision and now my life is turning, this trajectory is going to be just like this. Or how about this one? I'm going to a prestigious school. I'm going to law school. I'm going to be an attorney. Fine. Do all of that. But that was part of your journey anyway. The expectations of having a visual or having a vision of how you want life to look like. Who is the you that you are referring to? Who is the you? See, believing that you are the mind, believing that you are your thoughts, believing that you are these stories that continue over and over and over again is just not the truth. Not the truth. We have been sold a package of lies. We have been sold a package of lies. The majority, 98, 99% of the population really believe. Why am I doing this? I'm like a pigeon. Really believe that they are the mind, that they are this voice that never shuts up. People, we are all conscious energy having a human experience. What I hear back is, well, I'm co-creating. Co-creating. Creating is creating something out of nothing. That's what a creator, source, the universe, God, higher power creates out of nothing. You show me one human that is creating something out of nothing. I mean, nothing. Two sticks together. Fire. Is that a human creation? I know my analogies on this are off. Nothing. There is no creation going on in this human realm. Oh, I hate to tell you that. There is no creation going on in this human realm. This is a realm, this is a dimension, this is a realm to experience. Create something out of nothing. Who's done that? Even Einstein, nothing. No, there was a discovery. There is a discovery. But to create what? Who is creating something from nothing? Raise your hand. And then this is what I hear. Well, I visualize, I manifest my relationship or my home or my career, my success. I get it. Out of nothing? No, that is your experience. I sure am yelling at people lately. Listen, I've got a limited amount of time left on this planet, in this dimension, a limited amount of time. Is that the reason for the passion and the urgency? Who knows? Just passion today. Back to expectations. I give it up. It is a challenge. It is a challenge not to expect, especially if you've been programmed with decades and decades and decades of expectation. But you either you are valuing and you're choosing to be happy, or you are just choosing just to be human. Okay, I'm human and this is normal. Well, when you were 1, 2, 3, 4, did you have expectations other than being fed? Maybe cleaned up after you pooped. All expectations come from a program. And what happens is parents put expectations on their children. That's how they learn to have expectations. I can't say it enough that all expectations subtract from your happiness. There is an ease, there is a balance, there is a calm, there is a cool vibe when you wake up and have zero expectations of life or yourself. Now, what I get, what the feedback is, the pushback is, well, you're just going to sit back and do nothing? No. Do what you are inspired to do. Engage in inspiration. as soon as you wake up until you go to sleep. And what does that look like? Well, most of the time I'm at the gym in the morning. But guess what? I may wake up on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or a Sunday like today, and I'm not inspired to go to the gym. Well, did I expect that I was going to go to the gym the night before? No. Did I expect to have an interview even though it was planned? I'm driving 5 hours. No. Living in the present moment and being surprised and being open to being open to the surprise of life. In fact, Saturday, no, it was Sunday. Wait a minute. Let me get my days. Oh, today's Sunday. Ah, Lord, yikes. Somebody take me away. It may be time. It's coming soon. Today is Sunday. Saturday was a surprise birthday party for my nephew, 50th birthday party. I was planning on going, planning on assisting. There was no plan to, you're going to have a great time. No planning, no expecting people to be nice, expecting people to talk to me, expecting people not to talk to me. None of it. It's an empty head here. There are no expectations. And the beauty, the unfolding, the richness, the fulfillment, the fulfilling, just wow, soaking it in. You know what? It's just like having the best meal that you've ever had in your life. Can you remember that? One of the best meals. I mean, now that I'm 70, I've had a few, but who's remembering those anyway? The best meal or the best time, how about this? The best time that you've ever had with friends, by yourself, with your significant other or others. The best time. Wow, what a great time. All of that happens in the moment without this planning. It's really, the problem comes from lack of trusting that life is going to unfold exactly the way that it is supposed to unfold. If something is happening, and then there's an enjoyment. See, the program is to have enjoyment with just, if it looks like this, if it feels like this, I'm going to enjoy it. And if it doesn't, how about practicing enjoying all about these stories about, hold on a second. Well, isn't this interesting? I'm going to call you back in less than 2 or 3 minutes because I am live. Hey, you know what? Hold on a second. I'm live. He hung up on me. And you know what? I didn't even expect. My best friend, my soulmate, just hung up on me because I was going to ask him about expectations. Well, I didn't expect him to hang up, but as soon as he did, whatever. See, that's what I'm saying. Didn't expect the call. Didn't expect him to hang up because I was going to ask him about expectations. We practiced this stuff before. That was really funny. Wow. Back to the expectations. I promise you, program for unhappiness with 56 program behaviors, expectations, and 56 program behaviors is a lot. I will admit. That's why I won't tell you there's 58 now. Is a lot. But if you practice starting today, letting go of expecting people to treat you a certain way, expecting people to connect with you, expecting people to behave towards you, expecting anything, I promise you, you will be happier when you practice eliminating all expectations from your life. Expecting people to love you, expecting people to respect you. This whole respect is a bunch of bullshit too. Expecting people to value you. That's one of the things that I heard in the interview. Natasha was talking about, well, I expect my man to value me. Well, how's that working out? It's not. Expecting someone else to love, value, respect, treat you a certain way is only going to bring unhappiness, because that responsibility, that job is yours. The job of love, acceptance, respect is your job, not theirs. That means you need someone else. Oh, damn it, that would have been a great analogy. That means you need someone else in the equation. No, there's only one person in the mirror. There's only one person in the mirror. All expectations subtract from happiness. No exception. But most people are running around expecting. You know what? The sun, our sun, doesn't expect any gratitude from us for shining. Animals don't expect anything from other. I know in nature, there's no expectations. Look to nature for your answers. You will never, never, never be dissatisfied. Okay, well, that's the end of today's show. Thank you for listening to Reality Spirituality. Reality Spirituality Radio is heard every Sunday at 9 a.m. Pacific time. And now Reality Spirituality is live every Sunday at 9 a.m. Pacific time. Follow me on X at RL Norrington, LinkedIn. My Instagram handle is Reality Spirituality. YouTube channel is Rebecca Norrington. My first book, Reality Spirituality, The Truth About Happiness, is on Amazon. And my second book, it's called Programmed for Unhappiness, Exposing the Untold Truth. 56 program behaviors. And also I list 26 behaviors that add to your happiness on Amazon right now. So until next week, my dear, wonderful audience, I want you to remember you are a physical extension of the universe. Your conscious energy, always evolving, always changing. Love is patient and love is kind. Be patient. Be patient. You have no choice. Your life is going to evolve. The practice is to not resist any moment, not resist any moment. Remember, you cannot have a happy ending to an unhappy journey. You've been listening to Reality Spirituality Radio with yours truly, happiness specialist Rebecca L. Norrington. Happiness is a practice skill, and I promise you, the more you practice, the more peace you will experience, and your moments reflect on what you practice. Have a conscious week. Signing out. Oh, signing out, signing out, signing out. No. Oh my goodness. Oh gosh, I can't even believe this. It went out of it. Well, I can't believe it. Guess what? No expectations to play the final theme song. So guess what that means? I'm going to do something that I've never done before. I'm ending the show without the song. Have a conscious week.